With the recent success of people like Mark Cavendish, Bradley Wiggins and Chris Hoy over recent years, cycling in Great Britain is booming. The North East is blessed with some of the most picturesque and challenging cycle routes in the whole of Britain. We asked our village idiot Dave if he'd mind checking it out.
Just run me through why I'm doing this again.
To get the best out of the North East. You're a Lancashire lad, you've come all the way up here to university, you need to see it properly.
The wonderful University of Sunderland.
Yep. We're showing you the North East in its true glory. No one else is going to give you this opportunity. So stop mourning, alright?
We're paying for everything.
Right.
Should be grateful, Dave. Should be grateful.
Right. Well, we'll see, won't we?
The plan is, Dave will travel to Consett by bus before cycling the 25-mile stretch of the coast-to-coast route from Consett to Sunderland.
Put my bike on the bus.
Why not? You're not going to ride alongside it, are you?
Have you got a problem with the bike on the bus?
Nobody paying for a ticket.
I'll be honest, I haven't been on the bus for a long time.
Let's have a little conversation about bus rides.
Yes.
Yeah.
He hasn't been on a bus in a while.
I think we all know the bus is mainly for poor people and old people, isn't it?
He said. What has he said?
The bus is mainly for poor people.
Poor people and old people.
It's true.
So you're not looking forward to the bus?
Not really, no.
We asked keen cyclist Anthony Fenton what he thought about the facilities available in the North East. Anthony has rode the coast to coast 3 times before and especially loves the link between Consett and Sunderland.
I've done the coast to coast 3 times now and thoroughly enjoyed every journey. I often do the Consett route, not only for the health reasons, but my grandma's currently living in Consett and it gives us the time of day to go and see her during the week, and it's quite a pleasant ride really and thoroughly enjoyed.
We set Dave out on his challenge in discovering the coast to coast. We gave him a bit of time to clear his head and catch his breath before getting him back in the studio to ask him about his experience.
Alright, Dave?
Alright, how are you?
I'm not bad, more importantly, how are you?
Good, thanks.
How'd you find it?
Yeah, it wasn't bad, yeah, enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
Think so, yeah.
We heard you had a bit of a problem at the very start, Dave.
Well, a few problems along the way, but yeah, one didn't take long to come up. I set off and bike felt a bit funny, so I thought I'd have a bit of a look over it, couldn't spot anything, and then I got going and I think the back tyre were very low, so I thought I'd try and pump it up.
Some new crampons.
It wasn't though, if only. So yeah, I carried on, pumped it up a bit, set on my way again, and then it felt the same, and I just thought, this is a nightmare. 1 mile in and I got a puncture already.
But it wasn't a puncture at the start though, yeah? You just pumped it up for the time being.
Well yeah, I just thought, might just be a flat tyre, try and put some air into it. No avail really.
I heard you want to impress with the scenery, Dave.
Well, there isn't a right lot to see along the way, to be honest with you. It's mostly back roads, back a housing estate. I think there are a few allotments along the way and a few woods and stuff, but no, I'm not impressed at all really.
So the scenery was rubbish, is that what you're trying to tell us?
Pretty much, yeah. It was like a little trail really.
I heard there was you come across some sculptures quite close to Consett.
Oh, I don't know what they were about. It's just out of nowhere. Big lump of metal been made into like a statue of some man's face or something, but
tourists who come to the North East will travel to see them sculptures.
Well, I've never heard of them, so
Some say one of the finest sculptures of the North East.
well, they'd be wrong then, wouldn't they? You haven't seen it. It's a recycling job got out of hand.
So you got 5 miles in, it was around about then. How are you feeling at this point?
Well, yeah, the biking were going alright, but my tyre had gone down again, so I had to have another little break and just try putting a bit more air into it and see how it was after that.
Yeah, so your tyre's playing up again, is it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. I was just hoping it wasn't, proper puncher, so I'd try and get away with it.
But you were feeling pretty good about yourself.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad start. Yeah, got out of the town and yeah, we're alright. One thing I will say, it was quite well signposted along the way. I didn't get lost at all, so that was quite good. Quite pleased with that.
Oh yeah, I heard you went past Beamish, Dave. I used to love Beamish as a kid. What did you think of Beamish?
We'll have to take your word on that one, to be honest, because I don't remember it. Because the route just goes along the load of back of the houses and then through some woods. That's about it.
Back of the houses. This is one of the most beautiful cycle routes in the country.
Well, I don't know about that bit.
I've heard Beamish is a wonderful place.
I doubt you've been, mate.
Oh, this is our favourite bit. What happened here then, Dave?
Well, despite, my efforts trying to put air in the tyre, it definitely was a puncher, so wasn't really a big issue, just had to get off the bike, fix that really.
See, we didn't hear that it wasn't a big issue. We heard that you had a right nightmare with your tyre.
I don't need to say nightmare, just took the wheel off, pretty easy. Fixed the puncture, found the hole, put a little patch over it.
I heard that you tried to put the patch over without taking the sticky back off.
It's an easy mistake to make, but wasn't a big issue that. I just took it off, put it on, and then put the wheel back on really. Yeah, probably say that was a bit of a nightmare really, getting the wheel back off, and then getting, I got it started though in the end, and then I was off again.
Dave, on a bike ride, the idea is to stay on the bike.
Yeah.
What on earth happened?
Well, I was going along the path and this old man decided to get in the way. He was walking his dog and I thought it'd just be fine. I'd ride past him, and he went, all of a sudden he goes, "I'll just get my dog for you." So I slammed my brakes on, forgot that I got these new shoes on.
Hopefully
and that you get these new shoes and you clipped into the pedal. So slammed the brakes on, tried to put my foot down. Obviously that wasn't happening because I was clipped in, and down I went into this bush.
Into a bush.
You've been through a moment, no doubt.
Yeah, you probably earn a few pennies for that, to be honest.
Right then, Dave. So we were 6 miles to go. How are you feeling at this point?
I wasn't feeling bad, to be honest, but I took another tumble. That didn't help. But other than that, we're alright.
So you took another tumble?
Yeah, along the route they have these, I suppose it's a bit of a gate really, but you can't get your bike through because it's too narrow. So you have to get off your bike and put your handlebars through. But
Please say it with the shoes.
yeah. I thought I'd try and risk it, not getting off my bike, so I wouldn't have to unclip, and put my shoes back on, kind of thing. But yeah.
Did you buy these shoes especially for this bike ride?
Yeah, because I'm doing a bike ride. I want to do it properly, don't I?
He's got a point.
Yeah.
He's committed.
At least you're committed.
Yeah.
They proved useless. At least you're committed.
Here you are. You're at the finishing line.
Yep.
How happy?
Yeah, I'm pleased to get here anyway. Finished it and everything, but we're at the stadium a light. Got nothing on Scotland though, has it?
Always mourning. Always mourning.